Imagine you are scrolling your feed and one headline jumps out. It says exactly what you already suspected. Your brain relaxes for a second. Finally, proof. The strange part is that it can feel true before you have checked whether it is true. That feeling is the doorway into confirmation bias. A claim does not only compete with facts, it also competes with the shape of the story already in your head. If it fits that shape, it feels smoother, safer, and more obvious. This is not a new problem. Centuries ago, Francis Bacon warned that once the mind accepts an opinion, it tends to pull other things in to support it. Modern feeds just made that old habit faster. Confirmation bias usually works through 3 filters. First, you look for information that agrees with you. Then you interpret mixed evidence in your favor. Later, you remember the parts that support your side and forget the parts that made it complicated. Fake news becomes powerful when it passes through those filters easily. It may be emotional, simple, and perfectly shaped for a belief you already hold. So the question becomes less, is this true? And more, does this confirm me? A social feed can make the trap feel personal. You pause on one type of claim, click a similar post, argue with another, and the system learns the shape of your attention. Soon, the world in the feed starts to look like the world in your head. This is not a stupidity problem. Smart people do it too, especially when the topic touches identity, politics, money, status, or fear. The stronger the belief feels, the easier friendly evidence is to trust. That is why a correction can feel strangely weak. If the fact check threatens the story your mind is protecting, it may feel like an attack instead of an update. The mind is not only checking facts, it is defending a map. The fastest way to interrupt the loop is one question: what evidence would change my mind? If the honest answer is nothing, then you are no longer investigating. You are protecting. You do not have to trust every opposing source, but before you share a claim, open the opposite door once. Look for the strongest evidence against it, not the weakest version of the other side. So the next time a headline feels instantly true, slow down exactly because it feels instantly true. Confirmation bias is not defeated by having no beliefs. It is weakened by giving unfriendly evidence a fair chance before you click share.